as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
It's Young off play action. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
They'll take over his 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready? Alert! Alert! Alert!
So after the INT, it's Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. But Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Takes the score, Bills 7, Panthers nothing. Tyler Bass, the kickoff.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a Carolina Panther. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake, Young. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the 1st quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well, so they'll take many of those.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And they put it on the... And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Come on, ready.
Young now. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll be taken down near the 20 of the 21. Brought down there by Taylor Rapp.
2 yards.
The Panthers now at 2 and 5 to start play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down.
Down.
Dowdle is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And this defense now ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down, Bills.
Allen gonna throw. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Keon Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
touchdown. Bass to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
It's a gain of a yard.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Blue strike.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard
Here you go.
line.
Set.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Ready? Ready?
Here is Young. Open man down the field. That's Ligon. Touchdown, Carolina. And Xavier Legette, 56 yards. And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
For the extra point.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
But able to get it up past the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Tight.
Now Cook running right, runs through the contact. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he'll take it into the end zone for Buffalo. Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Carolina Panthers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hut.
They go play action. Young. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Quick. Check. Blue. Officer. Green. Yellow. What? That's fine.
They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And spins away. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Panthers 7, Bills 0. Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. To the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. Still going inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Escaping a tackler at the 25. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out when they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Young to throw it. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. On 4th down, Carolina going to send out Sam Martin to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returning it is Moore. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
38-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that
56, 319. What's up?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he is going to have the Bills' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Flush to his right. Has his man, it's Shakir. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. They still won the ball.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Reggie Gilliam, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Check, pick.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Young. This is caught by McMillan. Down the sideline he goes. And down to the 16-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. Excellent.
Red zone. I wonder what the next play call is going to be. gives them momentum to launch another one.
Young will set to throw. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And they corral him just a couple of yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Panthers, first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they go to work on a first and goal. They run here with Rico Dowdle. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Bills' 2-yard line.
Let's go. Red 38. Set.
They'll try again. Try to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is third and goal. To throw, Young. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. Fitzgerald now for the extra point. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Cook up the gut. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
And the Bills first down.
Brown 80.
Moore, the man in motion. Allen. Open man is Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Handoff comes to Cook. And down inside the 40, about the 38. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
Here's Allen to throw it. That's caught right side by Palmer. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Palmer, 38 yards. And the Bills have broken the tie.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Come on, set, hut.
On the give, this is Hubbard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Yellow, 22. Set.
Now Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Here we go. Ready.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Red, yellow, 43. Ready.
Young to throw it. That is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at their own 26. In motion, the tight end. To throw, it's Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To the air, Allen. That's completed right side to Palmer. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Buffalo.
They'll try the wide side with Cook. Able to push his way through. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Well, you don't turn your nose up with a gain of 4, do you? They'll take down on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
They run it again with Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 down at the 31. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Finding Shakir across the formation. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Allen. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
The score, Bills 28, Panthers 21. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit,
and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 88 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. Second and 7.
Second and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Now Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And all the way down to the 9. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 50 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Allen going to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole.
Touchdown, Bills! Khalil Shakir with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Here's Bass now to send it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. First and 10. Brought down by Ed Oliver.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Throwing, Young. Open man down the field. That's Ligon. They've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll find McMillan here. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This puts it right on him.
12 more yards there and another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yards.
And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. A great effort there.
Travel like a bond, I'm a traveling man. LAX out the Baltimore, they landed in France. Racing shows out in Germany, involved in Japan. See these reps take me everywhere.
Fitzgerald now for the extra point. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And the Bills are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
48-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Allen now looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
First down, Buffalo.
Off 52. Round 80. Hey, hold. Look out.
They'll try the wide side with Cook. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From midfield, here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Allen from the gun on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. He's been the go-to guy, and they needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And
James Cook, 25 yards. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready, set.
Here's first and 10. Young. This is caught by McMillan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need two of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Smash, red, catch, cut, cut.
Now Young. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here.
Ready, set.
Young to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Maxwell Hairston. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bills, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.